Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley caught with new man in the Caribbean. Savannah Chrisley has been spotted with a new man in the Caribbean. It seems she did not waste much time when it came to moving on from Robert Shiver. The two dated for years. However, she has been caught being up close and personal with a man who is not Robert. So who is it? Is she already dating again? There is a lot to unfold and uncover with this. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Savannah Chrisley has failed relationship during hard time. Savannah Chrisley has had her fair share of relationships in the public eye. However, her most recent one, fans had more hope for. Savannah has been engaged once before, but it did not work out. Since then, she seemed to take dating a bit more seriously. Savannah Chrisley was dating Robert Shiver for about 2 years. However, they ended up calling it quits while her parents were still in prison. Julie met him, but Todd refused. Maybe it was for good reason. However, Robert did help her with a lot of the things she was going through at the time. Savannah Chrisley has been caught with a new man in the Caribbean. This is shocking as she and Robert broke up in April. This is only about 4 months ago. However, she seemed to move on quickly. While in the Caribbean, Savannah was in the ocean with a man. In the video, they seem to be pretty close and cuddly. It is unknown who the man is or if this relationship is serious. It could have just been some fun she was having. Or she could have a new boyfriend and is just keeping it on the low for now. It seems as though Savannah may have a new beau. However, she usually does not announce things super quickly. So if she is dating again, fans may not know who it is or if they are for sure a couple for a while. Fans would not be surprised if she were already moving on from Robert. They broke up while her parents were still in prison, and a lot has happened since then. What do you think about this? Are you shocked she is with a new man? Savannah Chrisley has never been one to shy away from the spotlight, but her latest getaway has the internet in a frenzy. The Chrisley Knows Best alum, who's weathered more storms than most people twice her age, was spotted in the Caribbean with a mystery man by her side. And fans are already convinced this could be the beginning of her next great love story. It all began when a few grainy, sun-kissed photos made their way onto social media over the weekend. In them, Savannah was lounging in a private cabana, sunglasses perched on her head, wearing a flowing white beach dress and sipping something tropical. But it wasn't the drink or the backdrop of turquoise water that caught attention. It was the tall, broad-shouldered man leaning in close, laughing with her like they were sharing an inside joke. From family drama to island calm for Savannah, this tropical escape comes on the heels of a whirlwind year. Between fighting for prison reform on behalf of her parents Todd and Julie, taking care of her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe, and keeping her podcast Unlocked running, the 27-year-old has barely had a moment to breathe. She needed this, a source close to the star shared. Savannah's been under immense pressure for so long. This trip was about letting her hair down, feeling normal again, and maybe, just maybe, opening herself up to new possibilities. If the mystery man's relaxed body language and warm grin are any clue, Savannah might have found more than just a vacation vibe. Eyewitnesses reported seeing the two paddleboarding together, walking along the shoreline at sunset, and even sharing an intimate dinner at a candlelit beach restaurant, where their table was tucked away in a secluded corner. Who is he? The identity of Savannah's Caribbean companion is still under wraps, but internet detectives have been hard at work. The man's easy smile and athletic build have led some to speculate he could be a former athlete or fitness trainer. Others think he might be connected to Savannah's advocacy work, pointing to the way they were seen in deep conversation during a morning coffee run. What's certain is that Savannah didn't appear to be hiding him. While she hasn't posted any official couple shots, fans noticed a man's arm in the background of one of her Instagram stories. a beach boomerang of her raising a pineapple cocktail in the air. The hand had the same silver watch as the man in the leaked to define anything, another insider told us. But she's smiling again. And after everything she's been through, that's huge. A well-deserved break. Savannah's Caribbean adventure wasn't just about romance. She was also spotted swimming in crystal-clear coves, bargaining for handmade jewelry at local markets, and even trying her hand at windsurfing. Tourists who recognized her said she was gracious and approachable, often stopping to take selfies with fans. One lucky traveler, who happened to share a snorkeling tour with Savannah and her mystery man, described their chemistry as undeniable. They kept teasing each other and laughing. At one point, she splashed him in the water, and he pulled her in for a playful hug. It didn't feel staged at all. They were just two people having fun. Fans weigh in. Savannah's fans, ever protective of the reality star, have mixed feelings about her potential new romance. Some are thrilled to see her moving on and finding happiness, while others caution that she should focus on herself after such a challenging year. On Twitter, one user wrote, "If Savannah found someone who treats her right and makes her laugh, I'm here for it. She deserves joy after holding her whole family together." Another commented, "Hope she's careful. She's been burned before, and not everyone who smiles in paradise has good intentions." The shadow of the past. It's impossible to ignore that Savannah's last public relationship with former hockey player Nick Curtiles ended in heartbreak. The two were engaged before calling things off, and Nick's tragic passing in 2023 left Savannah reeling. She's been candid about the grief she still carries, admitting on her podcast that moving forward in love feels complicated. "I don't think you ever stop loving someone you've lost," she shared in a recent episode, "but I also believe they'd want you to be happy." Perhaps this trip is Savannah's way of honoring that, choosing happiness, even if it's just for a week on a sun-soaked island. Career moves on the horizon. Even as romance rumors swirl, Savannah hasn't taken her foot off the gas professionally. She's teased a new season of unlocked, possible television projects and continued advocacy for criminal justice reform. Insiders say the Caribbean getaway might have doubled as a creative reset, giving her space to brainstorm her next big moves. "She's in a place where she's balancing her ambition with her personal life," a friend noted. "If this guy fits into that picture without drama, he could stick around." The story's still unfolding. As for Savannah and her mystery man, only time will tell if this Caribbean connection turns into something lasting. For now, fans are enjoying the glimpses of her carefree side, the one who dances barefoot in the sand, laughs until she doubles over, and says yes to dessert at midnight. Back on the mainland, life will inevitably get hectic again. Court dates, business meetings, and the constant buzz of public attention will return. But for one golden week, Savannah Chrisley let herself live in the moment. And maybe, just maybe, she found someone who wants to live in that moment with her. Whether this island romance becomes a headline-grabbing love affair or simply a cherished chapter in Savannah's post-Chrisley journey, one thing's certain: she's reminding the world, and herself, that even in the aftermath of loss, love and laughter can still find their way in.